Into too. Let me grab an invite code real quick and send this to Sideburns if he's around. No pressure. Today, what I thought I would do, and I decided this literally 5 minutes ago, so it may not be the greatest plan. Here's a code if you are interested. But I thought what I would do is I went online. I found a Jack Kirby pencil drawing. I'm trying to reduce the opacity of it. I'm not sure it's working out. I'm hoping it will. I'm going to try and save it. Galactus.png. And let's see how this does. I'm trying to reduce the opacity of it to make it like fainter so that I can ink it. So, 1 out of 3 daily saves, or I can continue with Google. Well, I hope it's, let's take a look at the image. It's sitting here in downloads. But I've been doing a lot of inking lately. I'm in this inking class. I think I showed my Phoenix. I did like a live ink stream. Actually, this is pretty good, but I went too hard. Okay, I did the opacity too much. So what I need to do is redo this. Can I Control Z and get back out? All right. Reduce the opacity down 50%. Okay. And then I need to do some kind of black and white. Boom, right there. Save. We're going to call this Galactus 3. Save. All right. Perfect. I think this one actually will work. Let me print it out and I will show you what I got going on. So this might be very confusing to you right now. You can't see me doing anything yet. Hopefully you can hear me though. Can you hear me? People can hear. So inking is quite fun. And I've got this pretty cool giant printer. It's a Canon Pixma 8700. I got it during the lockdown, and specifically in order to take an inking class because it would handle, it handles Bristol and it handles 11 by 17 and slightly larger even. And then I didn't end up using it except for a couple of times. Like that's a big waste of money. It was only like $200 something, but it was still. But then I started kind of getting into it, and I figured out what my problem was with using it. All right, hang on 1 second. Aha! Now this is pretty cool, except. What do you mean, except? It's pretty cool, except not big enough I only used half the image here. That's okay. That might make it easier. Like if I have to turn this around, you know, like I want to ink this way and then I want to ink this way. I'll just, if I cut it off, like right here, it'll be easier to kind of like move it around. So this is my paper cutter. We're gonna get that going on. Got it going on. All right. All right. I think it should be cut off right here. We just take this. We just put that aside somewhere. Now I got some Galactus to draw. Some Jack Kirby Galactus. Now just looking at it, you can see there's quite a lot going on in this image. And I kind of wish I'd stretched it more. I could probably zip off this corner too with I don't know what these things are. They've appeared on every one of my everything I've printed out on this stupid thing. I wonder what they are. So we just take that off. Whoop. And then we got that. All right. Let us take a look and figure out how we're going to do this. I have at my disposal somewhere around here. I had it a second ago. What happened to it? I had my nib pen. You need a nib pen if you're going to do some inking. And let me find my nib pen. I know it's not far. Hang on one second. That's not a nib pen. Neither is that. I found it right here. Also, I'm going to need a brush. This is a Dugato 4, and you can tell it's quite a big brush, really. I mean, all things considered, it can go down to a pretty small point, but it's a big brush, a big boy brush. And then I've got my Mangaka Flex, and I've got a Micron PN. All of these might be useful, maybe. Not 100% sure. Oh, yeah. Also have a Dugato 1. This is a 1. So really the one you want to use is a 2 normally, and I can't seem to locate my 2, but I've got a 1 and a 4, right? So if you take 1 and a 4 and you square this, you do the square root, and you divide by the Pythagorean theorem, it does equal out to 2. However, I'm not a mathematician. All right, wait, hang on one second. Hang on one moment. I'm putting my headphones back on. And actually, it's just momentarily to get these headphones back on. Oh, I'm not going to be able to do this with... There it is right there. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey. How's it going? Welcome. Awesome. Glad to see you're here. I was going to try some live inking here and possibly screw this up, but I'll give it a shot. I just need to get some water so that this inking class is pretty good. He's taught us some things that I have never really learned before. One of which was about conditioning your your brush with a few strokes in the water, and actually also your pen, your nib pen. So I've got the Mr. Nibbers here. And I printed this out on Bristol, and I'm gonna give it a shot, try to ink some of it. All right, be right back.
Okay then. Just have me in the meantime. Anyway, guys, how have you been? I've just been busy with sculpting, busy with art, busy making Duckling Star, and
Oakley doke.
interesting.
All right, I have my headphones on again.
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Good. You guys, the audience might not know this, but I got something new in the mail the other day. Not that, or that.
What did you get?
Oh
yeah,
Epson scanner. It's
nice.
called the Perfection. It's literally called Perfection. It's even though, yeah, I'm unfamiliar with it. You see that? It's like, hold on. So it's literally called the Epson Perfection.
The V39. How big is it? Does it do?
It does letter size in A4, and it's powered by USB as well.
Hey, cool.
And I installed the software, and then I used a test on it. It was pretty good by the looks of it. Hopefully they use more of that in the future.
Awesome.
Yep.
I have my scanner, like I'm touching it right now. It's within hand's distance.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't used it in a couple of years. I need to get better at stuff like that. All right, there's my round one. All right. I was going to make an attempt to do some inking. If I can find my ink now. I look left.
Just to practice a little, do some more.
Awesome. All right, I'm gonna. When I open this ink, there's always like, it's not a splatter. It's like the dried ink around the rim comes off, and it makes this mess on the desktop. So hopefully, all right, that didn't happen. And then
maybe some little sculptures. Make another Debbie sculpture. I know, it's crazy.
Oh wow, those actually look like they're 3D printed.
They're not just 3D.
Initial.
I sort of made them this morning. I'm trying to build it up piece by piece this time. Other working with the air dry clay that's a lot of the times very clumpy. I've noticed when I use them. Even the DAS one, but it's probably my storing that might explain.
Looking good.
But my storage, yeah, might explain that. But this is just Scopy. It's kind of the medium soft version of it. I noticed in some figurines they have these little connecting like things that go in, like that allow it to be pushed.
Oh, the little bits, the little tabs.
It's probably not as exact as more commercial models that have mine. I did mine by hand, so the results may be interesting when I come to connect them.
Pegs.
Yeah, pegs. They called
pegs. Yeah, I think so. One of the figures I collect is a Glyos line, and they do like multiple figures using the Glyos connector system, and it's like a standardized size of peg that goes in there.
Is that GLIOS? OS?
GLYOS. Yeah. If you look it up, you'll be pretty amazed. There's some pretty cool Glyos figures. Look up Glyos available or Warlords
There's
of
toy
War.
line. There's a
Yeah.
toy line, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
But there's bunches and bunches of Glyos, which is kind of
Remind me of Bionicle a little bit, only.
Yeah, some of them are like that.
Oh, a Craftsman video, of course. That'd be cool.
He loves.
Well, these ones, they're not kind of. I don't think mine are going to be like ball jointy, like S6. I got a bit loud. I'm sorry.
That's all right. They're good.
No. We'll see.
I'm wondering if I can use this as an inking ruler without screwing up.
Look at all my tabs. They're open. All right.
I suck at inking rulers. Yeah, I could probably do that.
Ruling.
Have you ever used an inking ruler? Like where you do like
a bit. Might turn about your mic just a little bit.
Oh, no problem.
It's okay.
Have you ever used an inking ruler where you put like the ruler down and then you try and kind of move the? Try it.
I always don't have a great grip on those. Sometimes
I have never been successful at it, but I'm going to give it a try today.
You could try with a micron. You don't have to, like, I guess. With it, you can like rule with a micron and have more stability.
That might work.
I have to use like a nib on this one because nibs require certain pressure and angles to work.
I've got this card, and I'm just what I plan on doing is it's a Jack Kirby thing, so it's got a lot of technology. So it's got these these big long straight lines. So I thought, okay, that's definitely going to be a. And what sucks is I can't seem to move any ink on this pen using the Hunt 102. So let's try it with this one. It's not looking very promising. That one looked okay. That one looked okay. Right? Those look like straight lines. I wonder if I can make a feather I found on the floor pen. Yeah, if it's big enough, you can make a quill into a pen. You can even do like a piece of bamboo or a chopstick. You can make it into a pen if you carve it the right way. Look, there's probably videos on YouTube for how to do it. This kind of works. I don't know.
Just in my mic. Let's test. Hope I'm loud enough.
You're loud enough. You're good.
Yes, cool.
So this is already kind of disappointing me. I wonder if it's.
I made these little Wait, where are you? Okay.
So made these. These are tests I did with for molds, but with toilet paper rolls. And I attached it to some foam board with this one, some glue, just regular Uhu glue, and this one I used clay just around the edges. And that seemed to turn out pretty well, and now I've kind of got it sealed up with silicone. This one was slightly. This wasn't a total fail, but I'm kind of.
What's it supposed to be? What is it going to do? Is it a base?
It's a base thing. I just. Because this will help me save the silicone rubber that I'm using.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and that'll I'm probably gonna make Debbie figure in small parts and put each of the parts in these little things if they fit, but otherwise. And I'm testing like the different, because this is a pretty strong glue. If I put enough down, like just it's the E6000 I think I put down. It's not as perfect, and I'm a bit worried about that because of my experiments in the past. But I seem to be making progress on that front.
Worth a try.
Cutting these is pretty harder than it looks, to be honest. Like cutting these in half, because I'm not as precise with it. I tried with the X-Acto. I tried with a regular knife and scissors, but I'd always kind of get to the end and sort of look like I'm cutting down, and I really want a sintered cut. That's probably, yeah. I guess my rule now is I don't cut from the bottom, or the ends of the toilet paper roll, if I can help it.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I use other things like what are these? Paper cups, plastic ones. Here is I use some like plastic cups mostly. They're pretty good. These are like my waste from like the previous molds I did. Oh boy. I think I might. Yeah.
Is that a little
Spend
excessive, or is that like the normal amount?
I guess if I'm gonna take it more seriously, I probably. Well, I use that. I just recycle those in molds if I
Oh,
if I
yeah.
got if I don't have enough like of a single like amount. Like if I get the weight measurements wrong, I can put some in there and just plop it down, and it'll move like the silicone will move away and wrap around it and fill up, and so it's all like measured by volume, right? Especially when mixing, and
Yeah.
once it's all together, it has to wrap around like the sculpture, for example, has to wrap all the way around and avoid bubbles. You want to avoid all bubbles when like pouring it in. But I may not avoid them entirely because I don't have like a vacuum chamber, right?
Right.
They have yeah, so I'm having to rely on special techniques in order to get most of the bubbles out.
Which is entirely doable.
And if you could do all that stuff in the backwoods of Louisiana, the craftsman, you know, I'm sure
Mhm.
you would be fine.
It's probably been a bit longer than I am, but yeah.
Well, I mean, you could actually see that his first couple of ones that he does. I mean, it's not that long ago. But he does have a couple of years on you. That's true, and that's significant time, I guess.
I've kind of watched videos where I'm thinking like watching him pour the resin, like and mucky up completely. He's has videos like that where I'm
Yeah.
just screaming at him, and I don't know what you know. Like I can't do 2-part molds. I guess I've recently discovered they're a bit more. They're a bit more intermediate. I'm more beginner in that respect.
Well, fair enough. You work up to it. You know, eventually.
Yeah,
you're
I'm
gonna do
just gonna keep practice with my plastic cups until the paper rolls, just so I don't waste too much silicone because it's not cheap. Not cheap for you know. Yeah,
What you get. And also, yeah, it makes a bit of mess if you're not careful. Always wear gloves.
I like to use the term crawl, walk, run.
or walk, run. Yeah.
Crawl, walk, run. I get that from work where it's like, well, this isn't perfect yet. It's like, well, we're at the crawl stage, right? So it's,
Mm-hmm.
eventually we'll walk and then we'll run. But it's okay if you're at the crawl stage for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to mess with that. I'm just going to leave it be.
It's like a pink skeleton. There's this Kylo SD con. This kind of looks interesting. It's an Etsy thing. I'll post it too.
I will check it out.
Pink skeleton. Control V. Oh, wow. I can kind of see where the joints are. No. What's it? I think it just might be made from some plastic. You got a light box there? Or...
No, that's just
Wow.
What I did was I found some Jack Kirby pencils online, and then I took them onto pixelar.com and I reduced the opacity and I changed it to black and white because they were actually really yellow. This was totally yellowed out, and so it would have tried to paint it would have tried to print the yellow if I hadn't done that. And then my printer can handle Bristol, so I just put a Bristol through there. Oops.
Then I'll work on and make this full figure pretty soon. If all goes well, yeah.
Of course, drawing take.
My problem right now is I think I might have made it. When I reduce the opacity, I think I might have done a little too much because I have to look really closely at what I'm trying to ink here. Wait. I found a way we can get some copyright-free music on here. Hang on.
Play copyright-free music.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe. I'm hoping. I'm hoping that you can hear it. Let me just see if it'll work.
Play game soundtrack like Nintendo 64 here.
That would have been a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can hear that. Can you hear that?
No, not at all.
Let's see. Audio. Let me look at this. Well, maybe I don't have a good way to do it. Can't hear the music. Yeah, there's no music playing.
What were you doing? What was?
I was trying
was
to.
it on?
So basically, the lo-fi hip hop channel is all it's all copyright free, so you could just play it in the background if you want to.
Yeah.
But Spotify might work. What if I do Spotify?
What if
That's a possibility.
Can you not play it on your desktop? Does that have desktop audio? What's this? Preset. Present?
It might work.
Yeah, screen. They have a share thing. They have a slideshow feature. Video file. What's this video file?
Okay, so we're gonna try and.
I didn't know I could. StreamYards.
Can you hear that?
Ah, the dancing little dumpling. What's no. Does your computer have speakers? Maybe.
I have it on my headphones. Let's see if there's a way I can go and mess with the There is a mixer, right? So there's somewhere. Hang on.
Settings.
If I right click on the speakers here.
Default headphones.
I think there's only one way to do it, and that would basically be to I can't really do it. The way
Do you have like OBS? Maybe if you opened OBS and have
OBS would do it, yeah. But I think I'd have to I'd have to do something like start the stream over again or something weird like that, which I am not going to do. So don't worry about it. We'll just there's music that's on this thing here. But let's see. I'll find that. Brand. Background music. OBS tried to open up when I talked about it.
Oh my god.
All right. Old Faithful. Okay.
Fair enough.
The Old Faithful music. All right, we're going to try and get in a... This was very stupid of me to start on the right side of the picture because my hand is going to be like right in it. So... I'll think this thing through better next time.
So when's the soft deadline for 9-volt anthology is November, right?
November, yeah. I can't remember what I told Jake Twister. If I told him the wrong date, it'll still be the one whenever I told him for him. He's trying to do NaNoWriMo. I think he actually wanted something in. Yeah, it's in December, and I just made a little mess there because he wants to do NaNoWriMo.
I guess I'll have to look where it is. 9 volts discussion, do you think? Or
Might be there. I could go and look on. I tell you what, I know where it is.
I think the
I
actual
came up with a
deadline-
date,
Yeah.
and it is. Okay. December 4th at least.
Cool.
Okay.
That's workable.
All right, hang on. All right. This ain't looking like much just yet. I don't want to get my brush out until I have
I'll be working on it. Yeah, was it? Good.
It's actually feeling pretty good right now. Come on.
Alright. Hi, Vol and Cyburns. Hi, Dinto. Hello. Roll Reynolds.
Raul Reynolds, how's it going?
Hi.
I met Raul Reynolds over at Dee Dee's
Hi.
week streams. So over there, she makes everybody type in all caps so that because she has so many people that are logging in that if you don't type in all caps, she won't notice it.
I'm fine.
So
and
that's-
you.
But you don't have to.
No, that's cool.
Yeah. I'm glad you're doing okay, Raul. I'm glad to see you, man. All right. Where are you located, Raul Reynolds? You are like I know it's like you're in an unusual place. It's either like you're in UK or India or like you're somewhere unusual. South America. I can't remember where you are. Barcelona, Spain. Boom. Europe.
Oh, look at the dancing. Yeah, I want to look a little dancing. Dumpling. Yeah, I actually went to a dumpling place a while ago. I didn't actually order dumplings though. I ordered this an entree I had was the cheeseburger American cheeseburger spring roll.
It was really good.
That sounds kind of awesome.
Tasted exactly like it, for real. And
So
and I
basically,
had,
it was like pickle, cheese.
it had a pickly taste.
Not a pickle. Gotta have
I
pickle.
had mostly I could mostly taste the beef and cheese, but next I had this pulled duck rice with shallots and it felt like a weird like an egg rice. I don't think there was egg in it though, but it was very tasty. But
That sounds kind of awesome.
make a mental
So-
note to have actual dumplings next time.
I will, yeah. And that was at a dumpling place. I used to get dumplings, back before I was afraid to go into DC, Washington DC, which is not too far from here. There was a place called Golden Palace where you could get dim sum, so all kinds of dumplings.
Yeah.
And even like the kinds you wouldn't want, like you wouldn't really want, like chicken's feet and stuff like that. Oh, really? Watch. It's almost 1 a.m. midnight here. It's very sleepy. I totally understand,
Crazy.
Raul. No harm.
Yeah, it's
I
all
totally
our
get
fault.
it,
I'm
man.
sorry. Sorry what we put you through. Timing is always a bit of a tricky thing. with who was gonna like always show up on your stream. I got one person on the other stream I did the other day, but that's cool.
Very nice.
Science has not yet come up with a way, as I say,
True.
to tell what time it is on one side of the Earth.
I think I
And
use
it's the other time.
Time Buddy on my phone. Really
Does that work?
useful. Time Buddy.
Time,
It's on
buddy.
iOS. It's on iOS. It might be on Android. I don't know.
Did you you read some of the Dr. Slump comics, the manga?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you
I
haven't?
know-
Okay, so there's a
I know
recurrent
of
joke
Ariel.
on there.
Yeah.
You know, so you know of them. So
Yeah.
there's a recurrent joke on there where he invents a time machine called the time slip mat, and it's just basically a like a placemat, and then he has Mr. Clock go on it, and he goes time slip, and he slips on it like he falls on it, and then they use that to do various time travel adventures. They're all pretty funny. Time slip. Well, I'm a little bit worried about this, but I think part of my issue is some of Kirby's black areas he's rendered as lines, and I'm wondering if I should just be doing those with a, just black them out with a brush or something. All right, let's get out our brush. All right.
Looking up roughs.
The problem right now is I don't think I'm getting my brushes, my bristles all aligned in the same direction.
How much is coin? So, dude.
Okay. Well, it is what it is.
We'll work on my comic a little today too.
I've been making pretty good progress on my comic lately. I'm pretty happy about that. Just at page 13.
Mm-hmm.
And I did this really rough. I always kind of worry, like, you do your when I do my roughs, they are super rough. They're like scribbles, just kind of blotched out there. And I go, I'm doing them online. I'm doing them like on a video, so I know people are going to judge me, but I just go ahead and do them, and then I come back and it starts to come together. I'm like, whew, it wasn't totally terrible, or at least in my mind, it wasn't totally. Maybe it is terrible. There's probably some pros or former pros looking at it and going, it's not that good. Which I would understand. But it comes out like if it impresses if you draw it and it impresses you, I always consider that kind of win. Like, I didn't know I could do it like that. Maybe it's a little level up, but it's still kind of a level up.
Easy one. think I'll read the Dorihiro manga. Because I watched anime called Dorohedoro. It's kind of a dark fantasy type manga, and I watched the anime. Didn't particularly like the style. It uses a bit of the 3D mixed with cell shading.
Oh yeah.
Not that great. The modern anime is, and but I like the manga and its art style, and I think I'll probably continue with it. I do kind of get in the habit of picking up manga that I might not, that has like multiple volumes of. Boo! What's up? Hi, Beanie. So, but this looks, it has a really cool art style. Very grungy looking.
That is pretty cool.
Bit like, it's part of the nice spots about it though. But
So this is Dorohedoro.
yeah. Stars this.
I know.
It has this
I know
Oh, yes.
Dororo.
Doro.
Dororo. I don't know how to pronounce it.
I think I've heard of that as well.
But it's totally different though. It's not. That's a different one.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make a little dumpling guy. That's
All right. We're gonna clean these up. Roll, I'm glad you stopped by, even if you're already gone. I followed Roll's channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
He draws all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Now I'm gonna try and get like the perimeter of the character, and then kind of fill in the stuff.
I need little.
Oh man, that ain't working. That ain't working, G. All right, here we go. I feel like there's so much stuff going on this picture that even if I screw up and like I drop some ink in the wrong place, it'll probably be okay.
There's a circle one. Oh, here it is.
All right, here we go.
I saw the Craftsman video on the hero. No, what's it called? It was like real life, real hero scale and versus like real scale miniatures, and he was making one.
Oh yeah, he did with the green stuff. Yeah, that's totally brand new.
Yeah, that one. That's pretty cool. I like learning a little bit about miniatures. A little.
Did you see his one where he does like the voiceover for the Star Wars scene with Darth Vader? It's basically the scene where it's Darth Vader and Luke in Empire Strikes Back, but he redid all the voices.
Yeah.
And it's like, where did you get that lightsaber? That's trash.
That's true.
And I can't remember. He goes Fred's. Fred's is like a dollar store that they used to have in the South. I think they closed them all down. He's like, look at that mess. Hold on, we should do a reaction video. Would you like to do a reaction video?
Yeah, sure.
Fans? All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah.
I gotta let this dry.
Fair use. With fair use, of course.
All right. Fair use. It's a reaction video, for gosh sake. All right. Hang on, I gotta Take my ink and cap it. Oh, cap it. Cappy Lux. Okay, hang on while I find it.
I have not seen this.
Craftsman Star Wars. Okay, this is I'm going to share my screen here.
Mm-hmm.
The title of this, hang on, let me share my screen, present. Wait, I'm gonna move this into another browser so I can share the whole
Yeah, sure.
window.
Uh-huh.
Present, share screen, and I want this one's called Luke Skywalker got a $220 lightsaber from Fred's from the dollar store. Okay, there it is. Now tell me if you can hear it. Hopefully, this is the reaction.
Yep.
Wish you had more sons than this one right here. And this. It Fred's.
Fred's dollar store?
Yes, sir. Fred's.
Oh my.
I like how he just sounds southern.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that lightsaber?
Out of the Fred's.
Fred's dollar store. And got a $220 lightsaber.
Nah, that's only $220 worth of coupons.
Coupon belonged to Darth Vader.
If that came for you, I wouldn't have even would have got it. If I got you a lightsaber for free.
Fred's used to have great
there were
coupons.
lies of me. And I hope for you to give me another trip into town.
Look at that mess right. Green looking, ain't even the right color, ain't even bright. Flames are looking plastic, made in China.
Lights
This gets combobulating.
I should whip y'all behind for this mess right here.
Oh no.
Come with me.
I don't really want to whip you.
This is so southern.
No Darth
Okay.
Vader ever wants to whip that son.
No Dark Vader ever wants to.
Okay.
I wouldn't hit you. Deep down, you know that. Do you hear me?
So nice.
My man, I zoned out.
Let's go to Fred's.
I'm busy. You can ride with Mike and Jeffrey.
Who are Mike and Jeffrey?
No, dude.
Oh, there they are.
Call me when y'all get to Fred. Let me know you made it.
But my phone is dead.
Oh
Look at my
no.
phone, big. Do what? Oh, I ain't worried about my phone. I ain't got to charge my phone. I'm just worried about going
He did the sound effects too.
dollars.
Yeah.
$220. Cheap, green looking.
Wait, there's more to it. I didn't know this.
It's
was
two.
Look now.
Was it 6 minutes?
Talking.
Yeah.
Just be cool, be calm,
Be cool.
be respectful.
Be respectful.
Always respect your elders, Lucas. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. It's a backing track.
Palpatine tried to help you. All right.
I think he did his own music too.
Yeah.
Come on.
Where's your Fred's now, boy? What's that? You forgot Fred's dollar store's closing? Nobody
There's like a
wants to
Gibran
shop
video.
at Fred's. Don't be afraid to pry. I got some tissues. I shop at Walmart, son.
They let you return items without a receipt.
It's more terrifying. The original.
I forgot to say your Fred's is doomed.
It's too.
Yeah, they
I
shut it
love
down.
that place.
Oh no.
Yeah,
So-
for real. So hold on, I'll just pause it for a second. So Fred's was a real dollar store that they had in the South, and when Walmart came and started building places in the South, they it closed down all the Freds because they weren't able to compete. But people love Freds because they would have these coupons that they would get.
Oh,
All right. Anyway, so it's this is kind of ringing true.
Man, go
Right.
to shake your hand. Use a firm handshake.
Bought a Fred's plastic thing.
He showing us did about all of it and burnt it.
How you doing?
He upset, Pappy. He upset. Here go that Fred's lightsaber.
How much?
$220 worth of
Coupon.
coupon.
Friends gave me a stack of Oprah movies. You my daddy. You hear me? If I
Gosh.
was your father, I'd brush that mouth. Nasty. You forgot the toothpaste.
You could
My
say
feelings
that,
are
didn't you?
sore.
My feelings are sore.
Dental work.
He just had some dental work.
Makes
He
me
put
think
on
of
his
a music
jams.
video about gibbering. What's up?
He put on his jams again.
Yeah.
You mad?
You'll be all right. Oh, Lucas.
And what is this? Fred's lightsaber? $220. Cheap plastic don't belong. You dig? Not in my house. I was in Walmart today. Guess what they had? They had a phone that you could fit in your pocket. No,
No.
dollar store
Possible.
is all history. Like your phone.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Who is this?
It's me.
There we go. Pretty good.
Oh, look, you showed up. Hey, you're playing it right now. Yourself.
Yeah, I guess that was my next video.
Turn it off.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Okay, there we go. Let me stop the screen. For gosh sake.
Mhm.
This is chucklesome, says Din2. It was chucklesome. I agree. I agree. I like when he said this is discombobulating. That was my favorite part. You got a $220 lightsaber from Fred's. Where's this will do? So I'm trying to like put something down so I don't cause a major problem here. Please don't cause a problem. I tried scraping off all the dried ink, but maybe that's not a good idea. Oh, that's working. It's working. No, that's not working. All right, now it's working. So anyway, yeah, I first ran across him because of the Glyos figures. He's one of the people who reviewed the Glyos figures when I was first getting into them.
Mhm.
And he's like, "Do you like Glyos figures?" Pretty good video.
You have a lot of figure collection? Or...
I do. I can't. It would be hard to show it on
That's
stream
okay.
because it's
I've seen some of it.
it's-
like in
it's literally right over there. I could maybe take my webcam down and like
You don't
point
have
it
to.
over there or something.
No, that wouldn't be necessary. But
But yeah, quite a few Glyos figures represented there. Oh fudge!
oh,
oh.
this dude. This one might work.
It's discombobulating.
Mhm.
All right, I'm going to try and get this other ruled line in. This is probably my doom, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a try. It might work better if I use the other nib, my calligraphy nib. I wanted to learn the use of the hunt nibs because they are that's the Silver Age nib. Like that's my era of comics that I like the best, and that's the ones that they used. But I suck at them. I do better with the calligraphy nib, which is more for curves.
Mm-hmm.
Whoops. Or what I just call it the spoon nib, but Man of the Atom told me no, that's a calligraphy nib. It's like a Speedball 502 or something like that. All right, hang on. So for my nib pen, this is called the slider. It has both sides. So that's the 102.
Mm-hmm.
That's the 502, I think it is. So I got them both on there. I put down these pieces of kneaded eraser. I'm going to put my ruler down like this. And I'm just going to hope for the best.
Still got to read that on a show by Robert. No, Joe Kubert and Chuck Dixon. And it's on my stack. It's in my stack. So.
Okay, it's got to go from there to there.
Maybe this will be good up here. Okay, speeding that.
Look at this
Marsh
mess
for-
of threads.
Marsh probably won't be on stream today because he's doing a stream today as well.
Yeah, I saw with Peter Samedi,
Later on.
of all people.
Mhm.
Pretty cool. Oh, I didn't go far enough. Okay, that's fine. I'll do the rest by hand. It goes all the way down to here.
I'm really overthinking this. Here we go. Can I make it sit on there successfully? Need a skewer. Where is the clippers? Maybe I'll practice with that. Oh, hit that.
I got to wire clip it.
Just the head and to the body. Make it easier a bit. Okay.
Welcome to Moe's. Do you have Moe's?
Most
Moe's Tacos.
No.
It's so we had one for like a good solid 2 years and then they took it out. It didn't last very long. But it's like this taco place, but and when you go in, everybody has to yell "Welcome to Moe's" as you go in. Welcome to Moe's.
Well, you were talking about the tavern, honestly. Moe's Tavern.
Moe's Tavern.
Can I get a huge ass, Jazz? Huge ass.
Is there a huge ass here?
I wanna tinkle.
I want to tinkle. Amanda hug and kiss. Those,
Oh, why can't I get a man hug and just maybe your standards are too high? Oh, those were fun.
The Simpsons was so great when it first came out. Like for a good 20 years, it was great. I don't know if it's good anymore, or even if they're still making it, but it used to be like you don't want to miss it. Like it's so good, you don't want to ever miss it.
Yeah, I used to watch it every night on TV.
I saw The Simpsons. Well, I started watching it. I was in college still. It's been on for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Attach this on.
Oh, have I bit off more than I can chew? I'll find out.
Gonna have this little. Okay, so. Okay. Do you sometimes take a break between projects, like your comics?
I do not usually. Well, I switch up projects, but I don't take a break where I'm not doing anything usually.
Yeah.
So I haven't done that yet,
Mm-hmm.
at least. So it's kind of like being on the 1,000 days of making comics at this point. You know, it's
The 365 days you beat comics.
yeah, the 24/7 days of making comics. But you know, there's all the different things that are kind of in the that are in making comics. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, sometimes you're coming up with storylines, or like I've got one that's completely done. It just doesn't have a cover, so that Silver Ball is completely ready to go. And at this point, I'm thinking, okay, maybe just to beef out the magic issue, I have the one fantasy story in there that involves magic. Maybe I'll just put it in there too, into the 9 volt. But no, I haven't slowed down. Well, I've slowed down. There's no doubt I've slowed down
Mm-hmm.
because when I started out, the first year it was like 25 pages. Then the second year was almost 300. It was 297 pages, and then it was 100 and no. Then it went from 300 to 200 or close 195, and then went from that to 175, and now I doubt I'll get to 150 this year at all. So I have slowed down, but it's because I'm spending more time on it. I'm trying to do a better job. You know, it didn't make sense for me to spend that much time before. I wasn't good enough. What would I have added? Oh wait, is that an arm? What is he doing there?
Make it dancing. Order to dance.
Add some kind of metal lid around.
Oh, okay. That's not his arm. My techniques have improved, but I don't know. So much to learn. I keep switching it up. Like now I'm in class right now. Like that's a different deal. It's like a whole different focus. And there's so many things you can focus on. You can focus on just like doing the writing or, inking like I'm doing right now. It's a completely different skill than everything else. I did do like a foray in pixel art, and I did a lot of sketchbooking, and then I started learning color, so I was doing oil pastel, which has nothing to do with comics. It was just, a way for me to try out some different techniques and mediums and stuff like that. And it was a lot of fun. I tried gouache for a while. I still like gouache.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna try out Procreate Dreams?
As soon as it comes out, I'm gonna be one of the first people, I hope, to get it.
Me too. Absolutely. Me too.
Because I am excited by the concept of doing animation. For next year, I definitely want to do the animation trailer of something. Like a fictional show or a real show.
Yeah.
I would totally do it. Oh, shucks. Let's see if I can draw this circle.
And the clay start mixing to the armature.
What comics of yours can make a great game? Well, I don't know. It depends on what kind of game it is, right? What comics of yours would make a game?
Thomas, I think
like a Final Fantasy game.
Chachua was based on platformers like.
Oh, really?
Crash Bandicoot. That's where I got the whole idea.
Oh, pretty cool. Yeah, it does have that kind of look to it, doesn't it?
It would be a 2D based one with 3D. I guess it would. Yeah, we can have a 2D side scroller based. Maybe have like a boulder running section inspired by Crash. Let's see. This on.
So the concept of my comics universe is called Figment, which is a series of different worlds called shards that you can travel from shard to shard. And the idea here is that it's a video game. Everything's a simulation, but it's not really spoken out loud. So Figment is a simulation. And then it kind of also I mixed in the Titan God War and all this other sort of fake history that was part of it. I do not know how I'm going to do all that Kirby crackle, but I'm glad it's there. Okay, I'm going to try and I'm not brave enough yet. I was gonna try and pull this like straight line with the ruler, but it's too wet. Like all this ink over here is wet, so I'll put the ruler down and just go. Just everything becomes a mess. Any game, video game, tabletop, etc. I'd have to think about it. I think Simpleton would be a fun game because he's kind of a goofy character. He's kind of a Mario-esque character, I guess, in a way. All right, now do I wuss out and use the PN Micron on the face, or is it? Let's not wuss out. We're not going to wuss out just yet.
I think
we're gonna.
Doctor style might be a brawler or some sort.
Yeah, or a fighting game. That would be cool. I would do that would be
fighting game
cool to do.
Actually, I like that.
Like X-Men versus Capcom. I would do all my characters as that.
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't be opposed to that.
All right, I'm just going to check out what I'm missing here with this nose.
Glad this character can be fat at least. This one.
I don't want to put my hand in it, man.
Hand in it.
Talk about the ink, or
Yeah, but like there's big patches of black ink that because I'm not very smart. I figured, oh, I'll just keep turning it around and it'll be fine.
all right. I need some kind of type of screw though. Yes. What's this again?
We're not getting far. I may have to wuss out.
Yeah, the arm is too long.
So our teacher in the inking class that we're taking, he doesn't want us to use microns.
Oh,
Like Prado didn't care if we used microns actually, and most of the people in the class did. I was one of the few people who didn't. But I wasn't that good, compared to everybody else. Like there's this kid named Esteban in that class who was like 16 years old. He was really good, but it was all microns.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know if this was an exercise that was meant to humble us. He goes, okay, now I want you to draw your own page and ink that. And that kid couldn't really draw. So it was like a little bit, but he was really good. Like that dude could really ink. And who knows, he might be a really good drawer right now. That was a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I wish I had some straight steel.
This has got to be thicker. And I failed on the most basic. Test of an inker, which is line weight. Oof. Come on.
I'll be right back.
Take your time. No rush. I have this fear that I'm going to finish this. It's going to look like remember that one lady that like corrected the religious painting in the temple? It's going to be like real stupid looking.
You think about that.
Please don't be stupid looking.
I told Mom to put on the kettle, and she's me. It was like, oh, what am I, a slave or something? I'm like, no. You don't become a slave by pushing a button. Okay.
Please and thank you.
Oh, sure.
That was a bit tasty.
All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get this contour in. Silent prayer to the gods of the ink.
Prayer to the gods of the...
Yep. So I'm just afraid I'm gonna screw it up. I'm gonna put my hand in it. I'm gonna do something dumb. the nib's gonna bend and then flap back and spatter ink everywhere. There it is. Okay.
Did your family ever watch your streams or videos?
Not that I know of.
Mm-hmm. That's fair enough. I had
Not
one
that I know of.
person, I had a chef knew about my channel at work. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm kind of famous now. Not really, but
They
that
cyber
was
stalked
nice.
you.
She was really nice though. Shame.
Well, that's
She's
nice.
only
It's like
part time now. But
they
that-
thought of you well enough to like go check you out. It's like, oh, let's see what you're up to.
Mhm.
So that is kind of nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you just work people and they don't but they're no longer there for a while after a while.
That is totally true.
And that's
I do have like a work friend who is like likes all my art and
Mm-hmm.
you know is always asking me to draw things for them,
Uh-huh.
and that's kind of fun. So we're like, oh, you have to put a drawing on our bulletin board for us, and so I'll draw like a horse or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how about a horse? And I'll draw a horse, and they like that. One time I drew an octopus strangling a whale or something like that, and they were like, "That's great."
What? I randomly like drew a pair of sneakers. Well, just one sneaker on the work whiteboard one time. I think it was testing the markers, I guess.
Yeah, sometimes you can't help it. I mean, it's you see the materials there,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you just pick it up, and you can even be talking to someone at the time and just idly doing it. I do it all the time. Oh. Okay. Galactus. I keep doing these stupid iPad things where I'll draw a straight line, then I'll hold it to see if it'll straighten out.
Mm-hmm.
That was dumb.
Oh, where'd the skewer go? Where did it go? It's on my lap. No, it's right here.
Where are my glasses? They're on your head.
I did done that with headphones sometimes. That's fine.
I've definitely done that with headphones. Yeah, at
Where
work.
are my headphones?
Gotta put my headphones on to hear this.
These arms are way too long. Yeah, they're way too.
These arms are way too long. All right, I'm gonna actually. Hang on. Hang on one moment. Whoops! No, cancel. Hang about. I have the original Galactus drawing up here on this That's not the. Is that the original? It is. Okay. So I can actually use it as kind of a reference.
Mm-hmm. One drawn by Jack Kirby.
Yeah. So I can. It's it's drawn in pencil. It's not blue lines. So it's black and white. So I took the opacity out, but it's really hard to see now because it's most of the opacity's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm staring at something, I'm like, is that a line or is that not a line?
Oh, it's a PNG of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oops.
that's my tree.
And looking at it now. Some of it's quite dark, actually. Okay. I might be able to do his all right. Now there's an interesting thing going on here where he's got two different shades of black. Like, is he messing with his inker? Maybe.
Shoot.
Okay, if that's the belt, then it's cut. What have I done? Oh, okay. All right, what's going on underneath? Okay. Dead silence.
Where'd the music go? I was about to ask.
Oh, what did it not? It stopped playing. Hang on, I can fix it. I can fix it.
I can fix.
I can fix anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's under brand. The Old Faithful. All right, looking at I see what I did wrong. Okay. All right, it didn't loop. I'll fix that too. Okay.
There we go.
All right. Please don't smudge. No smudge. No smudge, gang. Represent. You're not supposed to fill with a nib pen, but I'm doing it anyways. I specifically warned about that. All right.
What are you? Got a good rhythm to it. Just a bit too big, but too chunky.
Oh man, this is not easy. Okay.
Where? Yes. Ah. I think I talked about the One Piece anime or live
Yeah.
action thing I should say.
He said it was really good.
I
Is it on
thought it was
Netflix?
pretty good. Yes. I liked one of the characters like a fish man, who's like one of the villains called Arlong. I think he was. I like most of his stuff, his screen time. if I'm being
I've only
honest.
read the first few chapters,
Yeah.
but I like it. So for most of like the really famous mangas, I've mostly read them on like the illegal sites, but I've read but if I really like it enough, I'll get it. So that's why I started getting all of Dr. Slump and all of Dragon Ball Z. And then for stuff that you just can't find anyways, I'll go ahead and if they have it on that site. And there's so many of them. Oh, what is this?
Eat my Exacto blade.
So what do you think of the Sculpey? Like, if you bake it, you can cut it, right? You can carve it a little bit
I think
It's-
you can.
because it's stiff
Well,
enough.
I haven't sanded it. I'll give it a look. Where am I sanding? Oh, I do. Yes. I haven't tested that out yet, but yeah, you kind of can actually. A little bit.
To get a nice sharp edge, like a sculpted edge, like
That's not.
if you're doing a robot or something,
Mm-hmm.
or a piece of armor.
Wish I smoothed that out a bit more. Not a great sculptor there. Just FYI, I'm not a great sculptor.
Giovanni Ribisi, the great
Who's
sculptor.
that?
I don't know. I just made it up. He's a great sculptor from the Renaissance.
Oh, I thought you were. Oh, I thought you were referencing something.
No, I wasn't really. I was
Mm.
just making noises.
Do you like the shorts I made that were I referenced
Yes,
back to
those are
your
hilarious.
stream.
So people like those.
I referenced back to your stream.
That was pretty cool, though. It was the funny one was when you, we're talking about perspective, and Marsh goes same, and there you had like the picture of Marsh and
Yeah.
the sidewalk. That was funny. I laughed out loud at that. I was at work when I saw it.
Hmm.
Kudos.
His hand just doesn't rip hand. It's also very too big. Bloody hell. Bloody hell.
Bloody heck. So did you see the beans pizza I posted in the forum?
Beans pizza.
Yes.
No, I think it was.
I was trying to troll like Michael Hing a little bit there, so I said I was stocking up just in case he comes to visit.
I mean, beans are good. Like, they're alright actually.
do you do beans for
Heinz
breakfast in
beans.
Australia? Is that like a thing that
Heinz
you do?
beans.
Yeah,
We don't do English breakfasts.
we just don't do those.
I don't do national breakfasts anyway, but
Fair enough.
I have this. I usually do an English muffin with bacon and egg on it. Very
That sounds
nice. Mm-hmm. So we want it to be dancing. Okay. There we go. Looks like it's dancing enough.
I usually do. What do we do for breakfast around here? Yogurt. Actually, we had eggs today. It was good.
Mm.
I'm all into the breakfast tacos. I usually have eggs plus scrambled eggs plus a couple of tortillas, white corn tortillas.
Mhm.
Awesome.
How does this look level? Let's find out. Wonder which move it
It's definitely giving me the Kirby effect.
Alright, cut that into pieces. This is my classic pork. Oh. Maybe.
I'm pulling up fibers. Not good. All right, we're at 7:30. Should I switch to my real comic or should I continue inking? I want to continue inking. I'm actually kind of enjoying this.
Mhm.
It's quite a lot getting done.
That.
And I haven't done too many bad scripts yet.
I'm making this knife really blunt. Oh god. I'm doing all I can to do it. Make it blunt. Alright. Here's your little. Stop, stupid armature. Why do you keep poking out through it? Why? Stop poking out through. I'm going to make... There we go, makes it the way there's a little floor on it.
Why you do this, armature?
I don't know. It had also the One Piece thing show. It had some good child actors in it. Not every one of them, but the performances. I like some of them, like their performances.
So does it really literally start like the manga does, where he's just a kid and the one guy shows up to the village wearing the straw hat and he gives him the straw hat?
Captain Sham, I think. Yeah, he makes him join. Lets him join his crew, and he eats like a devil fruit, which gives his little kid eats a devil fruit, which grants you any like ability. In this case, he has like rubber. All his body's made of rubber. And he can stretch, and the only price that he pays is that he can't swim or he drowns in the ocean. And being a pirate, that could be a pretty bad thing.
I think it's kind of cool because it's, there's a balance.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't just get a superhero. He's
Yeah, I think
He
a
gets
good
the-
superpower should come with a price.
some kind of balance. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What are you liking this, folks? Everything is... Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can rock this. Every once in a while. It works out okay.
Well, give him the bolts. Cellulite.
All right. What did I just draw? I'm looking at it. Okay, that thing right there. Got it. A lot of times you're inking away and you draw something and you have no idea what part of the picture it is. It's like completely disconnected to anything else, or seemingly disconnected. And you can't see the whole picture at all.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I almost want to ink some panel borders just to make this like bounded a little bit better, but I know that it's one of those things where I'm gonna have to wait a few hours before this dries before I go in, and maybe an hour. Got so much going on.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Give it a little texture here and there. Hope you're alright.
Absolutely. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna bake this. I'll be right back.
No problem.
Well, come on.
What are you looking for?
Look. The little thing that blocks the popcorn popper. The butter melter.
Should be right in there. You can't run it without it.
Oh, I got it. All right.
What kind of popcorn are you making? Just regular popcorn?
Plain Amish popcorn.
Plain Amish popcorn.
That's not it. Don't worry, just throwing out kernels.
Oh, there's so much stuff going on. All right. This is going around. If you were to invent a word, what would it be? Quijibo. I think it would be a word that would get me a great score on Scrabble. What word would you invent in Tutu? It's kind of funny when I was in like high school and maybe my early 20s afterwards. My kind of friend group, we would constantly be adventure Quijibo, yeah. It's kind of an in-joke. Quijibo was used on The Simpsons, and in one of the first episodes, Bart plays it in Scrabble and says it's a stupid hairless ape. And basically he refers to his father as a Quijibo. And then it was like, why you little? And he does like the choking thing. But I actually think that story about the Quijibo, I would mention the word plagiarize. But you spelled it differently. Is it a different word, plagiarize, with an E-R-I-S-E? I think it's... The actual spelling is P-L-A-G-I-A-R-I-S-E. But I might be wrong on that.
You know, the talked about the national breakfast. We talked about I was just thinking, Vegemite on toast is a thing we have. You ever had Vegemite?
I've never had Vegemite.
No, it's. Have you had Marmite?
I think I might have. No, I don't think I've had Marmite. I know it's like it's like this yeast. You know, after they brew the beer or whatever, they have like the scraped off yeast, and they mix it somehow with flavorings, and that's Marmite.
Interesting.
Tastes like Australia. It says.
Taste of Australia. You could start like an import-export company that it has one product.
On
Vegemite.
Wikipedia, it says it's a thick, dark brown Australian food spread made from leftover brewer's yeast extract with various vegetable and spice additives. It is very kind of spicy, actually. Well, it's a strong flavor, I would say. If you add too much, you can add too much to it.
What does it taste like? Molasses? I mean, what does it taste like?
It's sort of a very well, it's a savory kind of like
Okay.
strong savory taste. You should have it with like some toast and lots of butter in order to spread it evenly. Goes butter or margarine goes well with it. I wonder if it was the first of its kind. But
I mean, it's kind of clever because it's basically a waste product that they were going to have to throw out anyways.
yeah,
Well, is this edible? Sure.
like bone broth. Yeah,
Have it on toast.
or gravy. Gravy was kind of a waste product, isn't it? Like it's the
Gravy's delicious. I love gravy. Yeah.
yeah, and it's made of like the meat juices and mixed with thickening agents and
Abso-smurfly.
it is vegan.
Air in it.
Wow, it's vegan, kosher, and halal. And it is high in B vitamins. So I've heard, yeah. There's another one that's like cheesy, a cheesy virgin. I kind of like that a little more, obviously. But
Cheesy Vegemite.
yeah, I think that would be a good intro to it. Or maybe not. Well, depends.
Or cheesy Marmite. Cheesy Marmite.
There was this competition a while back to like come up with a name for it. And I think the one that won was Cheesy Bite.
Oh.
Or Cheesy Mite, something like that.
Cheesemite.
Yeah. Consumption.
Plagiarize. It's meant to spell something you copied wrong. You're probably right. I'm sure that you actually have the ability to actually check. Did you too? I do not, so I'm taking your word for it. You are correct.
You know halal, the way that I was I see that a lot of work because I work in hospitality and I'd see the allergens and things. What's like, so I saw like the thing that says, I always thought that was like, oh, it's pork free or something, but no, it's actually to do with how the animal was slaughtered.
Yep.
And that means, and it doesn't mean like they get bolt gun. It's a bit different, but I won't go into that. But
They have to cut its throat, I believe, is part of it.
yeah, yeah, they don't get the old bolt to the brain, bolt gun to the brain. But I always thought that was like a pork thing, like a kosher, has
Yeah.
to be kosher.
Well, I'm sure that would also be like kind of included. Don't have any like that would not allow it in either.
Don't have shrimp because we had like some Hebrew I was gonna say clients or customers. We have special like special instructions given to that for their serving and storage of it, which was interesting. I know they don't eat pork or shrimp. That's what's considered kosher, right?
Right.
Okay, good.
When I worked at the school cafeteria, they had this grade D but edible meat that they would use for the tacos, and it was actually that's how it was stamped on the box.
Sounds like spam.
Grade
Food
D
guide.
edible. I stopped eating the tacos.
It's almost criminal I haven't checked out more Monty Pythons. Like, with John Cleese and
Oh yeah.
those guys. They're on my list to watch. Don't worry. Let's hope this dumpling guy comes out well.
Oh, I'm looking at that and I'm going. It's gonna be so hard.
Hold up. Here.
No problem.
1 second. Do not adjust your television set. Uh-oh. Oh, we got a wire problem. Nope, we're fine.
We're coming up on the end. Oh wait, that's okay. Den22 says, "Can I sell flavored glue that managed to get past food infection? You're allowed to sell. If somebody tasted glue as a kid, they'll think that my product tastes nostalgic, so they will still buy it." Just hypothetically. Yeah, the paste, like kids would eat paste when I was little because paste had this delicious mint flavor, and it was non-toxic. So I do remember kids eating paste, and that was like a joke.
Mm-hmm.
That kid's a paste eater.
That's like, I know that from like Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Eats all the paste. Oh god.
Where he eats all the paste because it really did smell really good. It smells like spearmint.
Oh jeez.
And I think they stopped making it because of that, because it made kids want to eat it. It was delicious. I'm not saying I ate it, but it really did taste good. And I miss it to this day.
Where's the bloody... Oh, this thing. Unless it's vertical, it will not behave itself. This mount. Jesus Christ. Alright.
Just hypothetically, he says. We're at the end of the hour. It's 7:56. I gotta shut down pretty soon. But
No, it's okay.
it was awesome having you on, and I want
There, I
to.
worked on my comic. There we go.
You got one in.
That's
You got boom.
That's my comic work for today.
This. The 30 days of making comics are underway, or was it 100?
30 seconds of making comics.
30 seconds of making comics. Let me put a link to Duckling Star. Hang on. Duckling Star. Oh, shucks. Okay, that's my PDF program. That's why I can't do it. Everybody knows Duckling Star of the Comic Fury. If you're watching this stream at some point in your life, you do this show. Pass it by the FDA. Check out Duckling Star. Check out what's going on with that. I actually have not checked in with it in a couple of days, so I'm going to go back and see this after the stream.
Mhm.
And if you're watching this at a future date, let us know what you'd like to see. We'll probably ignore you because there's other fun things to do. I'm really enjoying this inking, by the way. The Kubert School online classes are going really well. I can't tell you when the next ones are going to start right back up, but I will definitely post some notices when those do. And I don't know what else is going on. Oh, check out my new series. I'm doing a new series, a new playlist called Role Playing Games, where I'm going to do this solo role playing thing. I watched somebody do it. I thought it was so cool. It's this lady called. She has her channel's called Geek Gamers, which sounds very generic, but she does this solo role playing stuff, and it's really interesting to me. And it uses a lot of the techniques that I use to create stories for my comics, anyways. So I thought it might be fun to try out and play around with. So I did a Tunnels and Trolls one last night and recorded it, and I'm probably going to do more. So definitely check that out at some point. Do you have any final things you'd like to talk about and or promote?
I do shorts now. I'm working on making more of them. My YouTube channel. Currently, I'm just streaming for the month of October. I'm playing Silent Hill 2.
Cool.
That was the last live stream, and making my way through it. I am gonna do more art-related streams as well in the future, and if anyone wants me to come on as a guest, I'm more than happy to come on.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm doing Inktober. You can check out my Inktobers on here and also on Instagram. I think that's the only other thing I have to add. So very cool. All right, I'm going to hang on. I'm going to put this away so it dries. It must dry. All right. Please like, follow, subscribe, and we will see you later. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Because all you of Earth are idiots.